Hi everyone, welcome again, once again, and hey, this time I guess people from Hack the Mountains have hijacked my live stream, so I'll just let them talk instead of me. Go ahead, folks, unmute yourself and talk.
Hey everyone, this side Mohit. I am a fourth year undergraduate student from MIT Jammu, and I am also a member of organizing team of Hack the Mountains. So, what is Hack the Mountain is? Hack the Mountain is a 36-hour virtual platform where hackers, developers, innovators, as well as the entrepreneurs can come together to create a solution on our real life problems, as well as developer can also showcase their abilities. Students can increase their network by talking with the innovators, by talking with the creative new solutions, by creating the new solutions and tell them to the world. And we have also already like got 2000 plus registration for this for it, and there are like lot of many prizes for all of you. Over to you, Anmol.
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Anmol. I am currently a second year undergraduate at Punjab University, Chandigarh. So yeah, so this is a first of all, as Mohit said, it is a online virtual hackathon, and yeah, we have in the previous hackathon we had 4 tracks, but now we have increased the tracks to 6. Like the tracks which we are included in this hackathon are healthcare, education, augmented reality, artificial intelligence, open innovation, and blockchain. And we would love like the people to participate in these tracks, as these are many varieties of tracks inside them. So yeah, if let's talk about the prices section. Like the prices in this hackathon, we have increased the prices to a great amount. Like right now we are having around $50,000 prize worth for the first, second, and third winners. Like if you do visit our website, like on the first prize there are various premium goodies and swag kits, and yeah, for every participant we have introduced everything. Like even if you are participating in this hackathon as a beginner, you would be definitely getting something or something at the end of this hackathon. Yeah, up to you, Mohit.
Uh, yeah, definitely. There is like a one part in our hackathon which is totally different from all the hackathons and all the communities, which is this: who wins our hackathon and who want to go with their startup and they want to build their startup. We are also providing the incubation support by the Jammu and Kashmir Entrepreneurship Cell, which are giving them the incubation support, money support, grant from the government. So you will get the 7 lakh rupees if your project is selected there. So this is the totally different thing. In any hackathon, this facility is not available, and definitely we are the lot of swags for the every participants, as well as the some of the goodies as well for the students who are like just joining and who want to kickstart their journey. I guess Praveen is agree with me. There is like no hackathon which provide the incubation support to, right, Praveen?
100%. And also, don't forget to stay till the end. You would be getting a lot of surprises, goodies as usual from me. And I would also like to give a hint of what is going to
From
happen
Hack
with.
the Mountain team.
Sorry?
Yeah, swag from the Hack the Mountain team as well for the 2 days.
Yes, that is also there. And not only that, I would like to also announce something with collaboration with MLH, but we'll see what is going to happen. And I would like your support in that as well, Anmol and Mohit. So
Yes.
let's do it big. All right.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
how many
Yeah,
of you are
definitely.
excited today? How many of you are how many of you know about me first? I guess there will be a lot of. Okay, wait, there is already a question about the Hack the Mountain from Niral. Would you like to answer that, Mohit or Anmol? Okay, the question is, so how do we register the idea and become eligible for the government grant?
Okay, guys, you have to just go on our website, hackthemountain.tech. Praveen, can you put our website in the chat section? And you can go there and click on apply with portfolio button. After that, you have to fill out your information and you are just go to go. And also, you can also join our Discord channel if you have any questions. You can like check it out over Discord. The link is discord.hackthemountain.tech.
And yeah, guys, you can just, if you are not finding our Discord link, just visit our website. There's a Discord link also available there, and you can join the community. And there are many things happening in the community right now. So yeah, just
Right.
be part of it.
Yes, both the links have been added to the chat message, and seems like all the my side, the internet connection, everything seems to be fine. So in case of the stream lags or something like that, just refresh the page. It should be all right. I could see that there is a drop in the list of viewers. I guess again YouTube is doing some kind of like demonic thing, so please don't fall for it. The session is going on, so just refresh the page and yeah. Okay, so can you all say what exactly okay, today I'll just tell you about what exactly we are going to do, and you tell me about your feedback. Okay, so today we will be looking into kind of a technique, and the technique is going to be related to multi-factor authentication. So I believe everyone knows about two-factor authentication, right? So two-factor is like once you put your so it's one of the factors of authentication. The primary factor is username and password or email and password. The next factor is like using something that you have. So there are multiple factors. One, using something that you know. Two, using something that you know you have. The third thing is using something that you are. So the third thing which we are talking about is the biometric. So maybe you can use your fingerprint, you can use your iris scan. Yes, that is also available right now, and with a lot of different devices. And then you can also use your face as your recognition. So that's another factor of authentication. The other factor which I wanted to tell us, which not many people have worked with, since I'm working with a bank, they have also implemented that in the first early stages. It is called as memorable information. So what exactly is this memorable information? So hey, Kavita is here, Aditya is here, Neeral is here, Yash, hey everyone. Yep, so let me try to make Hack the Mountains as a moderator so that they can post links. So yes, cool. Okay, so now what we are going to do is consider you cannot be there everywhere. Like let's say you have an application that has customers everywhere or people using it from all the different countries and continents and every place. Now it is practically impossible for you to create a SMS gateway. So what is the two-factor authentication? You get an SMS, right? So if that is the case, Alien Access here. Okay, hey Shivlal, right? Okay, so consider this. So if you have a SMS gateway or something like that, you have to pay for it. And if your customers are, or if your users are all around the globe, you cannot pay in millions of dollars or rupees or pounds for every single country to give you an SMS, right? So each and every, for example, if your customer is like, if your user is signing in from India, you will be using something like SMS Gupshup or something like that for the SMS gateway. If you're signing, if your customer is or user is signing up from UK, you might use something like there are multiple things. And if you want to work with a lot of countries, then you might use something like Twilio, SendGrid, etc. But thinking about Twilio or SendGrid, even that costs you a lot. So even for every single country, the charges vary. So for example, if there is a person from a country called say Kiribati Islands and they are trying to log in, you will be charged for one SMS $1.2 or something, while if the user is logging in from America or US, any states of the US, they will be charged only 0.0001 cents. So with this being said, why can't we completely avoid the SMS part? Let's use something like two different passwords, and the second password will never be asked to the users in the full way. Like for example, they will be asking you to enter your username completely and your password completely, main password completely. Second thing, they'll be selecting only 3 or 4 options from that. So that's exactly what we are going to implement the logic. And how many of you are ready? How many of you understood the concept? And how many of you are ready? Shall we go for a demo? So any questions, Mohit and Anmol? Did you both understand?
Yeah, that's an amazing thing, basically.
I am excited. I am excited to see right now. Like,
okay, so I'll give you a quick, like an idea of how this thing works, or how, if there is any example that I can show you. Give me a moment. Right. So I hope you are all able to see my screen, right? So this is one way of logging in. So once you put your username and password, the second screen in one of these, United Kingdom banks is they're asking your memorable information. They're asking like, please enter the characters of 1, 3, and 7 from your memorable information, and then click on the continue button. We will never ask you to enter your full memorable information. So this way, there is a secondary password that is being saved. And the good part about that is the bank never asks you the complete password. So anyone who is asking the complete password is a bogus thing. And secondly, even if there is a keylogger or something like that, not all the characters of the passwords are compromised. At the same time, you can't even understand which particular password is, which particular characters are being compromised as well. So this way it can provide like almost a maximum security, right? So that's exactly what this particular thing does. So it will say like, these are, I believe this is also a familiar feature, like you take your debit card or credit card when you are doing the transactions, you flip over the credit card or debit card, and there will be multiple grids, and you are asked to put in a couple of numbers from those grids, right? It is almost similar concept here, but here, instead of you having the credit card or debit card seeing on the back, you are going to give the password yourself, and then you will be asked the couple of characters from the password directly. So that is going to be happening here. Shivlal says, I think Trivilio gives some kind of subscription for, it is some kind of subscription, and the terms say that you cannot use it for business purposes or any kind of like big stuff. So for example, for Hack the Mountain or any other hackathons, you can use the Twilio subscription, but there are extreme limits on it, and you cannot use it for a lot of countries as well, right? So considering all these things, we'll be going ahead with this particular logic. Okay, so shall we go into the demo? Please say yes. How many of you are excited now? So this is the idea which I wanted to implement. Rohit is calling Anmol. Hi Anmol. Hey, Anmol and Mohit, do you both have the access to the live chat as well?
Yeah, bro, I'm seeing it.
Okay, cool then. All right, so I'm just going to use something called as react.new. So this is code sandbox. So this will give you the exact interface like Visual Studio Code. And it's actually Visual Studio Code. You know, Visual Studio Code can run on the browser, right? Even all these Visual Studio Code, whatever is here, it is running on browser. So another thing which I wanted to tell us, okay, how many of you don't know who I am already? So this is me. So my name is Praveen. I'm originally from Chennai, India, and I work here for a bank, as you may have guessed that. And so I'm a full stack JavaScript specialist. I'm taking care of the whole JavaScript part, and I keep saying that full stack. So this is my website. So what I would suggest people from the IT industry is like, just have something simple or similar website where you have got something like an about section, an experience section, education section, portfolio. This is something really, and these are made up numbers, so don't worry about that. Portfolio, what I would say is, even if you do something very small, please put it out so that it is going to be like insanely good for you. So look at my first project versus the last project. So you can see clearly how best we have as a person I have evolved, or as a developer I have evolved. And the blog is also there in case if you like writing a lot and sharing your knowledge with others, please do that. And this is what people say behind my back, and this is how you can talk behind my back. So these are a couple of things that I would say. And finally, coming back to our stuff, I also have the YouTube channel right now. So if you're I mean, that is where you are looking at this. So hit the subscribe button, give the video a like, and support me for a lot of awesome free content. Okay, enough of me. So let's go ahead and start working with this. So the most common framework that we are using is Bootstrap, and I believe a lot of people know what Bootstrap is. So we'll be using that. Coming to the chat, let me have a quick look at the chat contents. So Anmol from Rohit, you are getting like you are the upcoming Elon Musk, which is super cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice. And hey, thanks, Shivlal. Okay, super. That's great. Yes. Okay, let's currently go ahead with a couple of things. I'll also gonna go to getbootstrap.com and let's go click get started, and then I'm just gonna copy this link. So this is the link which I will be using. So in Code Sandbox, what we can do is let's first save this so that it creates our own version of the Code Sandbox, and then on the dependencies, there is external resources as well. So I'm going to put bootstrap.min.css, and at the same time, I'm going to go to fonts.google.com. I hate the default font, so I'll just go with Open Sans, and I'm going to quickly pick up a couple of things. So it is not a React related tutorial or something. So I would like to keep everything very simple, quick, and concentrate on our application that we are going to focus on. So any questions, please do ask me, stop me in the middle, and definitely I'll be answering you all. Okay. So now I'm gonna get rid of this. Okay, let's have the style.css. All we need to do is the JavaScript part here, and React is just a way of like combining all the JavaScript and HTML in a simple way. Okay, so cool. So now what I'm going to do is let's go to the style.css, get rid of this text align center, make this as body. Font family is not sans serif, it's going to be Open Sans. Let me also quickly have a look at the question. Okay, no questions. So I'm just gonna share the Code Sandbox link as well. Yeah, this is the Code Sandbox link where you can find all the code that I'm doing it live as well. Okay, and now coming back to our contents, let's start with. Sorry, just give me one moment. There seems to be some issue. Okay, so if we are going to, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give a first page that contains, shall we just hard code the username and password and the memorable information. So the first page will contain a username and password screen, and clicking on the next, this will allow me to go to the next screen. Next screen is the one which is going to show me 3 boxes with please select 3. We are not even going to use the select. We will use just the text boxes. Okay. So this is not case sensitive. Okay. So which means you can put A or A, both the things work. Okay. This is what we are going to do. Now, coming back to this one. So this is the login screen, and this will be the memorable information screen. And this could be like what, 5, 7, and 10th characters that you need to put up. So this is exactly what I'm going to do. And in this screen, if you put A or A, it doesn't matter. Both are correct. All right. So I hope I have explained clearly what we are going to do. So let's go ahead and let me clear all the drawings. Right. Any questions at all? Is it interesting or boring? Please tell me.
I guess it's gonna be interesting.
Awesome. So, okay, let's do this. So the first thing that we will be doing is like, let's put a small container, and I'll also try to put the header. So it's called navbar, and let's do something like a simple navbar. This is a navbar. So we'll use this one. How many of you would like dark navbar? How many of you would like light navbar? How many dark navbar fans here? This one or that one? Okay, let me put justify content center. Okay, that should actually work, or maybe I should use it under this. Good. So we've got the, can change this to say memorable info demo. Let me also make this thing a little bigger so that you all can see this. Okay, the first thing which I'm going to do is we need to convert this whole functional component to a class component. So I'm just going to use my VS Code for this. Okay, everyone is saying dark. Okay, thanks for confirming that it is not boring. Thank you. So here's my VS Code. The VS Code actually looks almost similar. All the things that I'm using, like the extensions that I'm using, are just 8 of the extensions. So that's the theme. Then we have this, something that makes me completely lazy. So that's what I'm going to use now. So I put JSR, and then if I try to put RCC, it's going to get me something like this. So I'm just going to copy this app, and this is going to be export default app. It's going to throw a lot of errors. That's fine. And instead of the contents, I'm just going to put these things, and I'll just get rid of this. So now we have converted this app into a component, like class component, and I need to import component from React. So what I would do is just auto import it. Boom, that's done. So now, since a lot of errors have come, every time when I do some changes, it will immediately update here, which is good. And let me put a state here. And we need to also use a lot of controlled components. So since React does not allow us, it's not like does not allow, we should not use DOM access in React because React uses a virtual DOM. So we'll be trying to use the state and connect the components as such. So that's what exactly I'm going to do here. So before that, let me try to put this into another function. And it's going to be, let's create a new folder, header.js, and I'm going to put all these things into oh, okay. So this is RAFCE, which means React arrow function component, and we need header. And then if I put this and paste it over here, this becomes a header component. And now here, what I'm going to do is inside this app, I'm going to put header. So it actually doesn't work because we just made some mistake. So import header from ./header. And now you would be able to see this works. And this is actually, we can use it, use like a prop. So header children, and then I can put the memorable info demo as children. And then let's save this. Now inside our app.js, instead of closing header this way, I'm going to put like this and paste it over here. Boom, there you go. Now what we are going to do is we need the login screen. Now first thing is we need to also tell us which particular page we are in. Okay, so page is going to be, let's say page is 1, and here this .state.page, if it is 1, then show the login. If not, show the memorable information. That is what is going to happen. So if I put page as 2, then it will be showing the MI page. Okay, so Mission Impossible, no, it is memorable information. So login for login, we need one page, and for memorable information, we need another page. So we have username, something, password for login again, and then finally we have mi, where we have the memorable information, where we have a array of null, or we can have empty, empty, and empty. So 3 characters for the memorable information part. So these are the things that we are going to check against. These things will be user given information, even the page, because once we click on the login, press the login screen and press enter, definitely it is going to go for the next screen, right? So let's go to our forms and quickly get our login screen. So this looks like a login screen. Let's find out a login screen here. Okay, not many login screens. So we'll just copy this and paste it over here. Email and password. Let's copy the whole thing. I'll just go quickly here. Instead of all these classes, I'm just going to change it to class name. And after this, we have these 4 things. So all the 4 needs to be changed into HTML4. Class and for are what do you call this? Reserved keywords in JavaScript. So we will never use those things easily. And why does it say still this? Okay, got it. So all these things, all these inputs need to be given a slash. Okay, now it seems like everything is fine. We would not require the checkbox. And I guess it looks fine. So, and I don't need this help text anymore. But anyway, let's have this. They are not example input email. So instead of that, I'm just going to put login email, or let's use login username, or we'll just use username. Okay, and this is going to be username. This can be text, and these 2 things can be username help. Okay, so here what we are going to do now is please enter the username when you registered. Okay, got it. We got our form now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to create another component which is called login.js, and here I'll just save it as login and then put this inside here. Wait. So let's put this out here, and we have got the login form here. Let's see how it actually works. If I add a login, auto import it, and we could see that username and password, everything is coming here. So the problem with this is we don't have the correct format or anything. So I'm going to put wait, let's use the same thing. So let's put a container. Inside the container, I want a row, and inside the row, I want call 6. Let's do call 12 for now. Let's keep everything simple. And this is where the login screen should come in. So I paste everything. Since React cannot have multiple contents outside, so I'm just going to put this way. Boom. So we have got something like this. And I'll also put my 3 or 4. So this way we have got our username and password created. So far it is all clear, right? Hey Tasha, hey Arun, hey Kavita, Satvik, Ravina, Shivlal. Okay, nice to see a lot of people here. Great. I hope this is not boring so far, and it is actually going good. And fine. I'll just go ahead with the next one. Now, whatever you type here, it needs to be accessible, right? So we are going to technically make it a controlled component. That's what I was saying. And shall we also do the memorable information page quickly so that we can finish everything? So I'm just going to do a complete copy of the login screen again. So before doing the login screen, let's first try to finish the login screen completely. So username and password is here. So the first thing that it should say is h3 or something like that. Sign in. Something like this works, right? So I'll just put a class name which says M3 or 4. Great. So we have got the margin bottom as 3, and this looks fine. So yeah, sign in and things are fine. So now what we are going to do is we don't need this component. Okay, right. So copy the whole thing, create another file called mi.js, and here we're going to put actually, instead of doing this, if I press F2, it is going to not have M1, sorry. F2, I'm going to put MI. So this is going to update every instance of my memorable information screen. So once I do that, the second part, what I can do is I can put MI, and let's see if I can auto import it. Yes, I'm able to auto import it. So now what I'm going to do is, if I press this page as 2, I can immediately see that on the right side, it's actually showing the second page only. But because since we have got the same thing, it is not showing anything more. Memorable information. Okay, so here we can actually copy it from the bank's website itself. So anyway, we know what we are going to do. So I'm just going to put a paragraph here. Let's use a muted text. Please enter the specific characters from your memorable information. Also, please note that we will, let's put a strong, never ask your full memorable information. We need to save the users as well, right? They're actually passing in sensitive information. So right. So since we have got something like this, the next thing that we are going to do is let's try to write some like update this particular part. It is not going to be anymore the username and password. So instead, what we are going to do is I'll tell you what we are going to do. This is the main part, right? So before that, let's try to fix the login screen. So if we go for page 1, this is going to be the sign-in screen, and the username and password are here. Then we can also do handle change event, and then we can give this handle change event as well here. So we are going to do handle change equal to handle change, and we are also gonna pass on the username and password as well. This dot state dot say username and password. Okay, now this login screen needs to be updated with the contents of the state as well. So for example, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put a pre-tag, and I give something like class name as P2 BG light border rounded. So if I put something here and okay, so this is not showing this way, that's fine. So if I do something like JSON dot stringify, this is my favorite function, which actually helps us to debug things. This dot state, and I put null and 2 so that I get literally whatever is there inside the state. Okay, so since it shows this way, I'm just going to put M4 as well, so that it kind of like shows us whatever is there inside this. So if I type something, it is not getting updated here. This is if you do something here and it gets updated in the state, that is when you call it as a connected component. So in the app, we need to also have a function that actually allows us to change the state. Okay, so this dot set state. So what I'm setting right now, so I'm setting the the event that triggered the thing, target dot name, which has the value of target dot value. Okay, so this is exactly what I'm doing. And inside our login screen, what I'm doing is I'm importing those things. So I got username, password, handle change. So now when this input is been given a name, we need to give a name as well. So name is username. The same way here is also I'm giving like a name is password, and so type class name can be somewhere. So type ID and name is there. Type ID and name is there. ARIA, it's accessible rich internet applications. We can just ignore it. So on change. So now it will. So if we give name as username and save this, and if we have already passed all these things as well, right? So now it should technically not allow me to. Okay, so I totally forgot to add the values. So value is gonna be whatever we imported just now. So the moment I do this, this will not allow me to type anything inside. So it will also show me an error saying like a component is changing an uncontrolled input to be a controlled one. So this is likely a mistake from our side. So yes, we know. So we are going to convert this into a controlled component. How are we going to do it? So we'll be using the onChange function. So onChange, we'll be putting the handle change. So the moment I do this, this is going to become a control component. So if I put hello, I can see that it is accepting the input as well as it is updating the username on the state as well. So this is what is called as a control component. Anyone who is going for a React.js interview, this is one of the most common questions that's been asked. Cool. We have got our username and password saved. So we can see that what password I'm actually putting. Keep it secret. Okay. So this is how a controlled component works. Any questions so far? Oh, wow, cool. Thank you so much. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to do here is we have got our username and password. We need to go for the logic of checking. Okay, so the what happens after handle submit or maybe handle login. So this will also do something like event.prevent default. Why am I doing this is when you click on the submit button, it will refresh the page. But instead, this is a single page application. We don't want this to refresh the page. So let's send the handle login to our page as well. So inside the login, I'm going to add the handle login to, and then on submit for the form. So we are just doing handle login. So now if I try to submit here, what is going to happen is I'm going to put an alert saying you have entered this .state.username and this .state.password. Okay, so the whole function has got all the details about what we are doing. So this, okay, Praveen is the username, is the password. So if I click on submit, we are getting the both username and password. So this don't tell anyone, and here is also here. So the same thing is here. So we have got it confirmed, and now we need to so okay, so can anyone tell me what is the username and password I need to put for here? We are going to hard code everything. So I'm going to do if this .state .username equal to something and this .state .password is equal to something, then do something else, do something. So here we can also set up a small thing called as error, and we can say error equal to null. Okay, so this error, in case if the error is available, we should be putting the error here. So error, then okay, error ampersand we can put, and we have something called as alert here. So let's go to the alerts. So this is the simple danger alert. So we'll copy the danger alert. and let's add it here. So this should be class name, and then here it is gonna tell us what is the error. Okay, so right now if the error is visible, then it shows. Did we have got okay error? Since error is not here, so this dot state dot error will also add that here. Okay, the error has gone away. So now let me look at the username and password. Why using on submit on form? Because whenever we are pressing enter, then it needs to submit the information, right? So username you put, password you put, and press enter. That is when we are going to run the submit. Okay, any suggestions for passwords? Okay, Anmol and Mohit, please tell me a suggestion for the username and password, please.
Well, go for Praveen for the username, and Mohit, you can say the password.
Yeah, password will be 12345 @Praveen.
Okay, so we have got this username and password set. Now in the else condition, what we can do is this dot set state. We will be doing error as username and password wrong, something like this. Okay, and if I try to do something else and press submit, I could get easily username and password wrong. So now what I'm going to do is and in this part the same way I should also clear the errors. In case if the username and password is correct, then I need to clear the errors. So I'm doing this. At the same time, not only that, I'm also putting the page as 2. So page 2 and error is null. Before that, if I try to put something like this, it says username and password wrong this way. This doesn't look really good. So let's try to fix that part. It's a very simple fix. So what we had done already, that is what we are going to do. Dot container dot row dot call. Okay, that looks good, but at the same time this has a super huge gap. We can give something like MT4. Should we have this here or down somewhere? Can we have it down? Let's put it down. Anyway, we know that this thing is already there, so we can just ignore this, or we can even delete this. So for now, I'll just put a hidden. Okay, so we have got something like BAM here. So that we can get with null. So if I put my username Praveen, password 12345 Praveen. Okay, username password wrong because I forgot to put the @ symbol. So press enter. I'll just copy and paste it. Press enter. It goes to the second page. So it is saying, please enter the specific characters from the memorable information. This is where we need to work with. Okay, so memorable information, something we will be writing here inside the MIJS itself. Okay, so let's again, we have to do 3 things, right? So we need to have the MI that's been passed onto this. So MI is here. So this is the user characters. So whatever the user has selected here, that will be here. And we need to also do the handle change. Update chars. What we can do is, or else we can do something like this. Okay, let's use the same thing. Okay, update chars. And what we are going to do in app.js is let's create another function which says update chars. So this is going to take in mi as the content, I believe. Yeah, mi as the content here, and then this dot set state mi. Okay, so if we are trying to do the same thing, we're gonna do the update cars, and then we got this. So let's put this into page 2 itself directly. Okay, so now it is not going to be username and password. Instead, it is going to be 3 characters. So how we are going to get the 3 characters? So let's create a memorable information. Can someone say, give a second password, please? A password that is Kavita, actually, yes, we should be using router, to be honest, but since it's a small demo, I thought, and we are also running out of time, we have another 45 minutes left, so I thought it would be better not to use router and make it more complicated. That is the only reason. Thank you, Renu. Thank you, Reina. Okay. Can someone say another example for a password, please? Anything from
you can take XYZ.
It should be only alphanumeric. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Go on.
So you can say they take XYZ QWE.
Sorry, again.
XYZ.
Yeah.
QWE.
Joe. No, I did not understand what.
Q for Q.
Q.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. We need another couple of numbers as well, please. It's very short. Six digits mean, sorry, 6 characters means the probability of knowing a MI is 50%. So let's make it very small.
Let's add MNO. Yeah. Is it fine?
Numbers. Okay, XYZ 1, 2.
Okay, yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Cool. Everyone happy with this? Okay. Now, what we are going to do is, we have got this memorable information right now. Now we are going to convert this memorable information into, okay, I'm going to put the console on as well so that you can also see what all things that is happening here. So I'm also doing something called converting this RMI, or it's not RMI, it's stored MI. So stored MI array will be stored MI dot split. If you use a split like this, you can convert it into an array. So if you do console.log store MI ARR, so you can see that all these things are converted into arrays. Okay. Now, if you want to know what exactly which character corresponds to which number, you can even do something like this dot map, and I'm just gonna put like char idx, and I'll just put something like dollar like which, let's put dollar idx plus 1 is dollar char. Okay, now if you see this, you can see that you can see here, first one is X, second is Y, third is Z. So something like this, you're getting it right. So until you have a 11 character memorable information, which is cool, which is better, which is good actually. How do I make it smaller now? No. Okay, it's here. All right. Okay, so we have got something like this. So this is perfect now. Now we can easily get the numbers. Now, since we have got these things, we need to get the keys in an array. Okay, so const char indices is we can use object.keys. All right, and actually we can even do this way. Let's use this way itself. Object.keys stored mi array. So now this char indices will be 0 to 10 because we have 11 characters. So it is a 0 indices based. So it will be like this. Okay. And now we need to find only 3 characters. Then it should also be random ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to randomize the complete char indices. So if we try to use something like const random chars. So why I'm putting every single thing as a new variable, it is for you to understand. That's it, nothing else. This can be done in one single line. So now for the random chars, right? So what I'm going to do is I need to shuffle the array. Who needs to keep everything in your mind? So shuffle array JavaScript. We have Google, our friend. We have Stack Overflow, our friend as well. So let's take the top answer. This looks big. This looks big. This looks big. This looks pretty solid. And they say this is inefficient and strongly biased. Okay. Let's try to use this one. So this looks like O log n complexity. So a lot of things, and they say this is, they have also given some name for it. So let's use this one. This is better than others. So for now, we will use this one. And random characters is like unshuffled is our char indices. Okay, so we are doing the dot map, sort math, or all these things are happening. So now I want to see how good this sorting functionality is working. Okay, let's copy this whole thing right now. And let me go to, let's say, codepen.io, where I can actually put the whole, the JavaScript alone on the one end. So let's use this way, use the JavaScript part here. And then I want to see the console. So where's the console here? Yeah, console. Whoa. Console is here. And let's put this on the full screen. Console.clear. Now all I need to see is, I want to see what is there inside the random characters. Console.log random chars. So wait for some time. So it shows 2960, something like that. Okay, again, random chars is not supposed to be like this. And I want this mapping to be, okay, let the mapping to be like this. Now, if I try to set random chars dot length equal to 3, let's see what is happening. It shows only 837. And now I'm also doing random chars dot sort 289. Okay, so let's see how many times when I change this, if the things are truly random. Okay, so we can even use a for loop here. So I'm going to put a for loop, I is equal to 0, I less than, let's say 10 times we will do I plus plus, and let's put everything inside this like this. Okay, look at this. 467 148 136 259 016 110 059. Okay, this doesn't look like human readable characters. So I'm just going to put map a equal to plus a plus 1. Okay, 168. Okay, 149 469 21155. Wait, this is not sorted. Okay, so actually we will put the map thing before sorting. It is not sorted, right? I guess sorting doesn't allow you to send something. So let's put sort inside this. Okay, is this purely random? It is not even sorting even now. Okay, A comma B equal to A minus B. I guess I should put B minus A. Okay, no, it's correct. Okay, how many of you think this is purely random? It looks random, right? 3, 6, 11, 3, 8, 9, 4, 6, 7, 2, 3, 7, 1, 8, 9, 3, 7, 9, 2, 3, 10, 2, 7, 11, 2, 5, 6, 3, 6, 8. Not much repetition. There are like literally no repetition at all. So we can consider this a bit safe, correct? And yeah, okay. Thanks, Adarsh. Yeah. So let's do the same thing here. Now I'm just gonna copy this whole stuff, whatever we did here, and then we are not gonna do the if condition or something like for loop or something like that. So let's try to avoid this for loop, and we've got our random characters that's been sorted, mapped, and been done something. Okay, now we have saved everything. So now if we just clear everything, we have got some sorted characters as well. So this is the sorted random characters. Const sorted random is this one. Now, based on this sorted random thing, we also need to do something by adding this in our view. So it shows 256, which is purely random, I believe. Now in this memorable information, I am going to have only one part. Okay, so I'm not going to use the aria here. I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to get rid of the password part. So it just shows username alone, right? No, I don't want to do that as well. So this total div is there, correct? So I'm just going to put a container here. Contain. Do we need a container? Let's use container dot row dot. I want it to have 3-column layout. So call 4 means I can have 3 columns. That's what I'm doing here. So I'll just paste it here, and this div, right? I'll just put it over here. So we would probably getting a 3-column layout. So something is actually messing up here. So I'm just going to try removing the container part. Perfect. That worked. Okay. So here we need to add the particular content as well. So, but this needs to be repeated. This part needs to be repeated. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try using this sorted random array, sorted random dot map, and then put everything inside this. We get the value, right? That's the number. So A is this. So is sorted random having the +1? No, it has the 0th value as well. And since we cannot duplicate the IDs, what we are going to do here is we also need a name here. So at this point of time, let's put the A here. So 589. Okay, we got this one. Now this name needs to be char plus, character plus A. So let's use that way. And now, because we cannot use numbers here directly, I'm going to use the same thing for the ID as well. And this for will also be the same thing. So that character 017. Okay, we can see that this is actually not correct. So we can see character 257. So now it will never go to 0. So it is human readable. Okay. So let's also have our characters in our mind. Now, before that, what we need to do is we need to store these 3 values somewhere as well. So there are chars here, and we need to also set the value, right? So value is going to be chars of So this is something like 0, 1, 2. Okay, so we can put I, and then this needs also a key here because React works with that way. Okay, now we can't type anything here. The size of this thing should also be just 1. Okay, cool. So far we have got character 1, character 2, character 3. So if I try to change this one or like refresh this page, I could get 3, 4, 9 different, 1, 5, 10 different, 5, 9, 10 different. So is everyone convinced that this is purely random at this point? Hey, thank you, Sumat. I mean, I did not expect that, but thank you so much. Yes, Caramel, it's a hackathon. And yeah, so this is one of the workshops in hackathon. Okay, so now we have got this 3 characters. Now again, we are going to make this into a control component. But here we will be using something like, what should I put? We'll be using use state or something like that. Okay, for the updating of the characters, or we can actually do this way. So we already know the characters, what characters are there here. Characters are array characters, and we also have these things like this. So chars of I, chars of something like that. So on change, we can make this one. On change, what we need to do is, we don't even need the name here anyway. So what I want to do here will be, let's do handle change function here. And this particular handle change will take the E. And with that, we will try to, yeah, we need the name as well. So on change, let's use handle change. Cool. And the name and value we need to find out. Okay. So inside this console.log e.target.name and value. Okay. Something like this we are doing. And here, if I try to put character 1 as 5, it shows char hyphen minus 0. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to get the 0 removed. So dot replace char hyphen with nothing, and then I need to put it as, convert it into a number. So that's what I need to do. So if I clear everything in the console, I put something here, it shows S belongs to 1. Okay, so this is character 1, character 2, right? So I need to update the 1, like, okay, so it is like that. Okay, so we have got the characters and we have got the numbers as well. So we will also try to find the sorted random as well. Okay, so we have got the access to console.log. So the what do you call this? The numbers, the correct answer should be similar to stored mi of the random characters is like sorted random of 0. I hope this is correct. Clear everything. That's the first character. So what I'm doing is second character, third character in an array. 0, 1, 2. Okay, this has to come in the handle change. So if I put, I want to know the character 1. 1 is X. So if I put X, so X is correctly saved into the 0th position, which is this. Okay, so we need to also construct our characters array as well. So const new chars is equal to ... chars, and new chars of first thing is this particular part is equal to e.target.value, and now we have got the new cars as well, and we need to update the cars. Update cars of new cars. Sorry if it is a bit confusing. So every time when it changes, it will update the character as well. So if I clear everything, I put character 2, right? It's Y. Okay, so this is confusing now for me. Okay, so I don't think we need this part right now. So instead, we'll just use char of I. Okay, last trial. See, all these trial and error things will happen, right? So let's try that. So let's save this. Let's try last time. I guess now this should work. So what is the, let's not use the one character again. Okay, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3. 3 is Z. So let's try Z. Perfect. This should be 1. Okay, this is interesting. Now, every time this one is getting changed, correct? So this should not get changed, which means I need to do this only once. We can use something called as use effect here. So, or maybe we can put this on the top layer. So let's try to copy this whole thing, the random characters and everything. I did not expect this one. Sorry, seriously, I did not expect this. So once this is done, no, not putting it in the thing. So component did mount happens only once. So let's try using that. And here we have got the stored mi, stored random, everything is being sent here. And I'm going to put this dot set state, and we are going to use stored mi. Wait, are we checking the mi? Okay. Let's try to put the random characters first. Let's go put the random characters on the state. And here, once this is done, let us give the random characters here. This dot state random characters. Now, if we go back to our mi, we have got random characters, and this console.log needs to be in the first starting thing. So let's go back to our okay, sorted random is what we need. Okay, got it. So we need the sorted random, and let's go to the sorted random. Sorry, that was my mistake again. Cannot read property of undefined. Let's refresh. Okay, state dot sorted random. Interesting. So I guess what I need to do is so this might take some time. So we have to wait till that. So that's the reason I have given a simple error handling condition. Okay, nice. Now we have got this one. So we need to also find out what exactly is being checked here. So right now, if you see in this particular thing, the correct answer is going to be, we had got a console.log, right? We removed it. So we have got the sorted random here. So the correct answer should be console.log, and it's an array with stored mi sorted random of 0, 1 and 2. It should be XYE, correct? So if we go back to our mi, we can see that it is asked. Okay, let's refresh the page, clear everything. It's YW and 2. So Second one is definitely Y, which we already saw here, X, Y. Y, sixth character, 3, 4, 5, 6, W, and eighth character, which is 2. So if I type in Y, W, and 2, now I need to submit this. So what I'm going to do is on submit, let's have the MI will already be here. So in case if I get rid of this hidden characters in the both places, now we can actually put this into page number 1 so that it goes correctly here. So I clear everything. So nothing is there. Sorted random is 0, 8, and 10. So it will be asking us the first, 9th, and 11th characters. So if I put my username as Praveen and password as 12345 at Praveen and press enter, it is asking me the memorable information. The login was successful and it is asking the memorable information here. And right now I can see that it is asking 0, 8, and 10, 1, 9, and 11 is what we need to use. So now if we go to the console, we can see that it is X, M, and O, I believe. So I put X getting saved here, M, and O. So 0, 8, and 10, X, M, and O should be correct. So if you see the console is already the same thing. Now on pressing submit, what I need to do is I need to confirm the state MI with whatever I have console logged here. So where did I console log? This is the console log, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put dot join with nothing equal to this dot state dot mi dot join with nothing as well. So this is a simple way of comparing two arrays. So now handle mi submit. This is again gonna take e.prevent default. If this is true, alert. Let's put an alert for now. Okay. You're in. Somewhere I have messed it up. Yeah, forgot this one. Wait, why does these things not available for me? Okay, so what do I need? Stored mi and sorted random is what I want. So these things need to be somewhere accessible. So I'm just going to put the stored mi on top of the class so that it is accessible everywhere. And I need another thing as well. So that is sorted random needs to be saved somewhere. So I'm going to put as sorted random happens only once, state dot sorted random, and oh, it's already in the sorted random. It's already in the state. So now, shall we go through the complete workflow? So how many of you will be ready? We are using hooks, my study. Just now we used hooks right now. Okay, let's go ahead and let's do Praveen 12345 at press enter. It says username password wrong. Press 5, press enter. Okay, it's Praveen and press enter. I get to the other page 3, 9, and 11. What is my 3, 9, and 11? It is Z. The 9th one. Oh my god. I guess it is M because this is 11 characters wrong. Oh wait, is it 11 or 12? I guess it is 11 characters wrong. Okay, it's M and it is O. So if I submit this, I forgot to add the submit button here. Sorry. So this is the handle mi submit, and let's send the handle mi submit to our function. So if we go to our mi page, let's do handle mi submit form on submit handle mi submit. Okay, let's see one last time. This time it should work. Okay, so here I'm also going to use a new tab, completely like a perfect login screen as well. So we have got everything here. that we require. So sorted random number will be 3, 6, and 10. Okay, and the output of it will be okay. Let's refresh the whole page again. Why does it not work? Okay, did I use console.clear somewhere? This is so bad. I shouldn't have done that. Const, no console.clear. Okay, that's interesting. I'm unable to see the oh, okay. Or else, are we not at all doing the console.log at all now? Yeah, we are not doing the console.log. Okay, cool. So let's go back to our application. Now, username is Praveen, password is Praveen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at Praveen. Okay, we got our first character, 6th character, and 11th character. So let's go to our first character, which is X. Okay, this is the list of characters, right? 6th character, W, and last one is 11th character, which is O. Okay, if I press submit, you're in. If I press something like 5, submit, doesn't work actually. Did I? Okay, alert, else, we can do this dot set state, error, invalid, memorable, information supplied. Okay, if we do this way and refresh the whole thing, let's copy this whole thing again, paste it over here. Okay, Praveen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at Praveen. Okay, memorable information of 4, 1, 8, 2, and 9. It's okay. Let's put 5. Submit, invalid memorable information submitted. So press O. Oh, not again invalid, right? It should be what it should be. 9 is M. Boom, you're in. So that's it, folks. So how was it? And I'll also send this URL to you all. So in chat, final web, final app, and yeah. So what do you think about this so far? And as promised, I have completed before just 10 minutes before the whole thing. Any questions? How was it?
It was an awesome session, and today I learned a lot of things too.
I mean, there are like loads and loads of things that it's about the problem solving approach, how you can solve a particular problem, and what are all the different ways you can solve the problem. As simple as that. Cool then. So what else? Yeah, Rotak 3080. Yes, sort was not working because of the way I have specified the sort, but now it works. Any comments? Thanks, Sumit Singh. Thanks everyone for coming in. And anything else from your side, Anmol and Mohit?
Yeah, like as promised, we would be giving a swag and call goodie to some of the lucky participants in the session. So yeah, we will be sharing the form in the comment section. Kindly everyone fill it. Like we will be selecting a one lucky user. And
shall we also go by the questions that people are asking? So one of the good questions is My Study has asked the good question. So this looks really nice. And My Study, you are getting a special stuff from my side.
Definitely, My Study, like please fill that form so that we can get your address and other details as well to contact with you.
And we can also select one other person. So who are all right now present here? Just make some noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, who are right now here? So that because only 9 people are watching right now, so we can select 2 more folks for something special from my side. So My Study looks My Study, and there was another person who actually gave a nice answer. So My Study was like extremely good. Like he was asking all the technical stuff. And Rotatech 3080. Okay, so how many people are here? So Sumit, I want to give you something special as well. So Sumit, please connect with me. So by the way, for people who are here, please connect with me on LinkedIn so that I can get you something nice. Yeah, Rotatech and My Study. Please connect with me on LinkedIn. I want to give you something special.
Wow, great.
So Sumit is also here. Sumit, you too. Rotatech, Sumit, and My Study. Ashutosh, yes, Code Sandbox is quite compact and it's filled with all the awesomeness as well, and that way it is also helping us to quickly spin up a React.js kind of a thing. So that's really helpful, right? So yes, definitely. Here's the source code, by the way. Source is here, and yeah. So anything else would you like to ask before we close down on the session? So how was it? Like, okay, we already have the feedback form, so I'll look at the feedback from that. And yeah, for those people who have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and wait for all the other awesome things. And any last words from the team, Hack the Mountains?
Yeah, Anmol, can you?
Yeah. So everyone, kindly please join our future workshops also, and also do participate in the hackathon. Like it's a beginner-friendly hackathon, and we would love your participation from your side also. And there are multiple swag for every participant. Like you would not be getting empty-handed at the end of the hackathon. You would definitely getting some of the cool goodies and stuff from our side. So yeah,
Definitely.
it's just everyone just join and then kindly join our Discord server for the updates regarding the hackathon.
Yeah,
you,
and
Mohit.
also you can like check it out our YouTube channel as well. We are organizing a lot of many workshop for all of you as a pre-hackathon sessions from today evening. So you can check it out there as well, and you can like join the for the upcoming opportunities and other things our Discord server as well, because we are active there.
And please get connected with me and do ask me any questions related to JavaScript careers. If you want me to be your mentor, I'm happy to be that as well. And cool.
Praveen is also there in our hackathon for the 2 days as a judge and as a mentor.
Yes,
So you
I'm also judging all the hacks, so it would be super cool.
Yeah, I'm also excited for that.
Thanks everyone for coming on a Sunday and spending your time here. And thanks a lot. And see you all then. Didn't want to take up a lot of your Sunday time. So bye then.
Bye bye, guys.